Hey Disney friends, it's Amber with Mickey Travels. One of the most sought after attractions right now is Rise of the Resistance, and Disney World is currently using a virtual queue for you to be able to ride this ride. Stay tuned as I show you how to step-by-step get that virtual boarding pass on the app and provide some tips on how to get that pass as quickly as possible.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Rise of the Resistance, located at Disney's Hollywood Studios, is one of the newest attractions in Galaxy's Edge, the Star Wars land featured at Hollywood Studios. Since opening, Disney has utilized a virtual queue for this attraction. So instead of waiting in a standby line or using a fast pass, you have to manually get on your phone to get the virtual pass. First, let me show you how to get this virtual pass. So I'm going to take a screenshot of my phone to show you the basics here, and then I will show you a clip from when I did go to Disney World a few months ago and how quickly you had to be to get that virtual pass. First, make sure you download the My Disney Experience app. You also want to make sure that you are logged in, and to do so, you'll want to click on the three lines that are located in the bottom corner, check that you're logged in, and if not, scroll down to the bottom to where a login button will be located. You'll also want to be sure that your reservation is linked, whether that's park tickets or a hotel, and you also want to make sure your park pass reservation is located on your account. For instructions on how to do that, be sure to check out my other videos, as I specifically have a My Disney Experience tutorial and a park pass reservation tutorial. Once logged in, you'll scroll down on the homepage. You'll see some various headlines here, maybe pertaining to where your current location is, specific maybe to the closest park to you. And you're looking for the Rise of the Resistance virtual queue access. You'll want to click on the Join button located in the bottom corner. There's also a check status option if you've already requested your time and are just checking to see when you need to go back to the attraction. You will receive a time and group number that will designate when you need to return. This is what it looks like when you are not currently in the parks or they are completely sold out of virtual queue spots. When the time has arrived for you to make your reservation, you can either be on the home page and click Join, or on this page itself, scroll down to make it refresh, and hopefully the Join button will pop up as it's time to make a pass. Here's a quick look at what this looked like when I was making our own virtual queue passes. As soon as it turned 1 p.m., I clicked the Join option, and as you can see, you will have to select all members of your party that will be going on the attraction. If you're doing this at 2 p.m., everyone in your party needs to be in the park. If successful, this is what your virtual pass will look like. You will have a group number and an estimated time of return. Disney World announced today that the virtual queue will be modified, what had previously been done. As you have seen probably in other videos or online, there were usually 2 times that you could get onto the app to get the pass. That would have been at 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. Beginning November 3rd of 2020, Disney World is now changing so that you can actually get the virtual pass at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time if that is the day you are going to Hollywood Studios and you already have a park pass reservation. The 2 o'clock time inside the park will also still be available. What's the perk to this? 1, you don't have to be inside the parks any longer to get that 7 a.m. pass. 2, you don't have to be on Disney property, technically, to get that pass. So you could be in your hotel room that morning, waiting on the phone to make sure you get on right at 7 a.m. to get that virtual pass. This will be convenient for those of you who maybe are annual pass holders or have multiple days you can visit Hollywood Studios, to where if you don't get the Rise of the Resistance right at 7 a.m., maybe you could change your park day for that day and go at a later time if Hollywood Studios is still available. Keep in mind, currently Hollywood Studios is the most difficult park pass reservation to get, and this park does sell out of the quickest out of all 4 of them. So make sure you log on to the app right at 7 a.m. on the day you arrive to get that reservation, and if you for some reason aren't able to get it because of a Wi-Fi connection or they just go too quickly, then you can try again when you're inside the park at 2 p.m. Some tips I encountered when I was trying myself to get the virtual queue pass is 1, try to use your own data. I did have a client who recently went to Walt Disney World, and he actually used the Wi-Fi in the park, and it worked really well for him. So I want to share with you quickly what he did to kind of get him to this picture here, where he was in boarding group number 1. Impressive. He said he was in the park way before the park was going to be allowing those, so it was at least 15 minutes before he was able to start getting the reservation at 10 a.m. And he actually went over to where the Minnie and Mickey short film is being shown, and if you see here on the map, that's located next to the Frozen sing-along. He was using the Wi-Fi through the park, and as soon as his phone turned 10 a.m., he refreshed the page, and then he clicked join, and added his party, and that was it. And he got boarding group number 1. So if you are inside the park at 2 p.m., what I would suggest is you have 2 people in your party on your phones trying to get this. He did say that he and his wife were both doing that. They were both in his app on their phones. He was using Wi-Fi, she was using data, and he was able to get it very quickly. I don't think it is necessarily the data that was the issue here. I just think he was just very quick at the button to get it for the boarding group 1. Sometimes the Disney Wi-Fi can be tricky, so again, I do recommend trying the data, but if you have more than one person with the app on their phone, I would suggest one of you using data, one of you not, and trying that way to get it as quick as possible. I haven't had many people complaining about not getting a virtual pass at this point in time. A lot of people are getting in at the 10 a.m. time, and then at 2 p.m. are able to get it if they can't. Just the main point was that you had to be in the park before 10 a.m. and that was where people struggled because of bus transportation or Skyliners being late. Now that's no longer an issue because you'll be able to log on at 7 a.m. and hopefully get it there. Most of the time they run out within 3 minutes, so you do want to make sure you are right on your phone at that exact time. I have other advice and tips for all different kinds of aspects of Walt Disney World, especially with the new stuff that's going on. So if you're interested in some help with your upcoming vacation or want to plan a future vacation, feel free to contact me. My services are free. I would love to help you all. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions. Leave them in the comments below. And please subscribe, as I will try to have quick little tip videos as we go on with some of the new things that are happening at the parks. Specifically, I plan to have a video on what all is new and what all is currently going on. But even as I was getting ready to film this, today they made changes. So Disney is ever going to be changing. I will try to keep you all informed. Have a magical day. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.